day we leave, the wind drops. Limestone and the, what's it made of? Limestone turns into dolomite. And you go off in a little cave passage. Oh, I feel claustrophobic.
Ferret in a hole. Ferret didn't come back.
And looked at the famous Tantanoola, what's it called? Tiger. We'll see what Southend is like.
Windy.
Oh, Southend's normally
Windy.
Alright, sayonara, is that the word? Sayonara to Mount Gambier. And just the day we leave, the wind drops.
It's pretty much non-existent.
And we could have flown the drone. But anyway, did the safety thing. And the drone is in one piece. So now we are off to Beachport via Tantanoola and Southend, hopefully. So the weather's looking a bit overcast, but definitely not as windy, and no rain as yet. So we want to check out the Tantanoola Caves, and we want to get down to the South End. There's that national park. What's that national park called? Down South End?
Oh, yeah,
Canunda. See what
I
that's.
think that's Beachport.
No, I looked it up last night, and I've got the map. It's Canunda National Park, and then as you head to Beachport, goes to Beachport Conservation Park.
Oh,
So Canunda, have a look. And apparently there is a brewery in Beachport, so we are going to check that one out, just across from the jetty. And we are camping. This is our first camping night at a little camp spot. It's only got 7 sites in the Beachport Conservation Area, so it's around the back beaches. I've never camped in Beachport before. Neither have you? You have? I haven't. So that'll be very interesting. We're right on the lake too. It's a really good spot. So hopefully
there's no mozzies.
Oh yeah, that too. So if you're a diver, we would assume, well, obviously you get in there, so clear, and then looking at the diagrams, you just go under the caves. So just can't believe how clear it is. But anyway, so if you're a diver, come down to the southeast because there are lots of wicked little spots to investigate. So we're thinking, so you get in there.
That's where we are. Cars parked right there.
Oh, okay.
So straight down.
25 metres down.
No, and then you go off. Yeah, to the bottom.
Yeah, to the bottom, and then you go off in a little cave passage. Oh, I feel claustrophobic. Wow, that's pretty cool. So our next stop is at Tantanoola Caves. That's just off the main street, or main highway I should say, which is just there. So you can book the tour. The tour runs for half an hour to see the caves, or you can turn up and they run tours every half an hour. So it's, I think it was $15.50 per adult. The tour runs for half an hour, so we've got here about 15 minutes early, so we're just waiting. Quite popular. So haven't done this since I was in year 2. So been a long while since I looked in the Tantanoola Caves, but should be quite cool. So we'll see what it's all about. Just finished Tantanoola Caves, and that was an awesome little spot. It was $15.50, I think, about that per person, and they had tours every half an hour. But they booked, because it's such a small cave, they can only take, I think it was 29 they were counting, weren't they? So up to numbers of 29, and then you have to just wait for the next session. So we were lucky actually when we got there. We only had to wait about 15 minutes. But really spectacular inside. The limestone and the, what's it made of? Limestone turns into dolomite.
Dolomite account savers.
Yeah. And a bit of history there, they talked about it, so how they found it years ago.
Story is that there was a house that's about 100 metres from the opening.
Yes.
And one of the kids...
yeah, that's right. Was hunting for rabbits.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Hunting for rabbits with a ferret.
Yes.
A ferret in a hole. The ferret didn't come back, so the kid got in the hole, and then he discovered the cave.
Yep. And it echoed.
And they had no lights and all that sort of stuff, so he went and got his brothers and came back with a torch, and then 10 days later they started tours.
Yeah, and eventually it became part of the national parks.
84 or something?
Yeah, 84.
74?
No, I reckon it was 84. National parks took it over.
Because they gave him a lease for it, so they could do it until 84, and they cancelled the lease.
Hotel and looked at the famous Tantanoola, what's it called? Tiger. There's a big backstory to that, but in the end I think it was more like a wolf, but that's the one that was shot. I think you can see the bullet hole. Yeah, so it's been stuffed and put in the in the Tantanoola Hotel, or Tantanoola Tiger Hotel it's called. But yeah, and it closed down for a while, and then it recently got done up, and it was busy. They were taking phone calls for lunch and stuff, it's really great to see these small little towns and pubs doing well. Big wind turbine, another big Aussie item. Into Millicent, popped back out again, and we are heading towards Southend, and the weather is still looking a lot better than what it has been in the last 3 days since we've been here. Overcast but warm. What is it, 24 degrees, and the wind is not as strong as it has been, so we'll see what Southend is like.
Windy?
Oh, Southend's normally
windy,
not as windy as Beachport, a bit more sheltered. But anyway, proof will be when we get there. And then Beachport. The beauty of it is, like, all these places are so nearby. Like from Mount Gambier to Beachport, what is an hour?
No.
Hour and a half? Hour? And so it's just really short stopovers, which is good. So looking forward to getting to Southend and see what that
probably hasn't changed in 30 years. But that's okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep on tripping on. I've just got recording on, so I'll stop talking. I'll finish itching my ear. Picking my nose.
That guy hasn't got his...
What?
That was a
down here at Rainbow Cliffs, and what we didn't know is there are always holes in the rocks called solution holes, and that is where all the trees had grown and then rotted over years and years, and would form acid which would eat away at the rock and form these holes. So as you walk around, there's just these different sized holes where once upon a time, many moons ago, trees would have grown. So weathering over many years causes this really cool look, and it looks pretty cool. So we have learnt something today.
Yeah.
Science.
I don't know if it's science.
It is. I teach it.
Is that science?
Weathering and erosion.
Or is that just, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
It's part of the science topic in year 4. So there we go. Learned something new. Very cool spot.